Hey everyone, welcome back to The Dark Trilogy, episode 14. Since the last episode, I've been contemplating some ways to hopefully get some more Ender Pearls. Last episode, I was doing a little bit of work in Ender.io, and I noticed that, some of the recipes are different and are going to require us to have some more Ender Pearls. And obviously, the mod being called Ender.io, I'm pretty sure we're going to already need some Ender Pearls at that. So, like the pulsating crystals that we need for a lot of the stuff in Ender.io are going to require for us this time Enderium in this mod pack. So, in order to get Enderium, we need a bucket of Resonant Ender, which requires 4 Ender Pearls per bucket. So, with that, I know it might sound a little weird and awkward, but I'm going to go ahead and get started in some Thaumcraft. Hopefully by the end of the episode, you guys might be able to see the reason why. So, I got something planned, let's just put it that way. Alright, with that, let's see. To get started with Thaumcraft, I know it's been a little while since I've done this, but I'm going to grab a couple iron ingots. We should only need 2. Let's grab ourselves a stick. And I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to need 6 of those planks. We're also going to need some books. I am going to first craft a bookshelf, which we'll need. If you can find a bookshelf anywhere, you can use that. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and make one. And we're going to need our basic tool from Thaumcraft, which is an iron-capped wooden wand. And to make that, you just make it like this. 2 iron caps, stick, and you'll have yourself an iron-capped wooden wand. It's a pretty quick and easy start there. To get your Book of Knowledge or your Thaumic, just right-click on the bookshelf, and that will give you your Thaumic. Awesome. So now we are ready to get started in the world of Thaumcraft. Now, obviously, we need a few more things to actually get started. We can actually read through a lot of this here on Basic Information. It'll tell you a lot about Thaumcraft, like the aspects of magic, the primal aspects, pretty much what those are. And let's see if we go back. It'll also tell us how we get started in research. It'll tell us we need to first make a thermometer or a thermometer, whichever you prefer. Let's see, I also see it's nighttime. And I also noticed another thing. I do see in the top left of the screen, that's our wand. Basically, it tells you which focus you have equipped once we get to that point. It'll also tell you how much V is of each primal aspect is in your wand. Currently, it's empty, but I also noticed that's in the way of our jetpack. So that's going to be a little annoying. I guess in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and just equip the electric jetpack, just because it doesn't have that on the screen there on our HUD. So I'm going to go ahead and just use the iron-capped wooden wand for now. Alright, so next off, it tells us we need that thermometer, or thermometer. So let's type in Thaumo, and let's see what we need to craft this. So pretty much I've been collecting these shards here from mining, and I'm sure you guys probably, if you guys see me down mining, I think I did pick them up. In fact, I believe they're over here in my Thaumcraft chest. Oh, there we are. And I'm just going to grab 2 of them that I have the most of, which looks like entropy. So I'm going to grab 2 of those. I should have some glass laying around somewhere. Oop, there you are. And 2 pieces of gold. There we go. And we'll quickly craft ourselves the thermometer. So if we just take this, hold this in our hand, we should be able to see, if we walk around a little bit, we'll be able to see aura nodes a little bit better. If you guys remember earlier on in the series, I marked a few aura nodes out this way, which I'll go ahead and make my way out there. Also want to point out, I've done a little bit of work on the house. I've just been doing a little bit of experimenting for the time being. And not too keen on the great wood planks for the roof. So if you guys have ideas, let me know. But anyways, let's head over this way. Let's see, might even open this up just to see if I can see any aura nodes on the way. They should be fairly bright when you have this in hand. And that's probably just a torch. Also being nighttime, you should be able to see them pretty well. Probably without the thermometer. You guys noticed over here, I know I got the torches on there, but if I break those torches, it should still be a little bright. So we got one ore node there, which I missed earlier on. I went ahead and marked it when I came back through here. And another ore node here. So this one's actually a pretty nice sized one. This one looks like Terra. Nice. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out my wand. I'm just going to go ahead and right click on it with my wand and fill up my wand. Now I noticed that this is a fairly large Terra node. It had like 80 something V of Terra in it. And the most we can actually store of each aspect in our wand is 25. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill that up. And let's see, this one, 25 of each. Wow, that's actually really nice. But I want to be very careful with this because I could drain all of the aspects out of this with this wand. And what that'll do is there's a possibility of that aspect not regenerating. So over time, what I drained... Fred, come on, man. I'm working here. I'm doing stuff. Come on. Over time, the aspects will slowly recover. But if it drops to 0, there's a little possibility that it will not recover and it will just lose that aspect out of here. So Perdito's getting fairly low here. I'm just going to go ahead and keep trying to drain just a little bit, as much as I can. So we got 2 Perdito left. I'm just going to leave that as is for now. All right, so we got spiders. Come on. Chill out there, guys. Get out of here. All right, so if we hold this in our hand, we should be able to see these a lot easier around in the world. Make sure you also scan them. That way, that'll give you more research points when you're ready to do a little bit of research. I also see over here, we got another ore node. Nice. Ooh, this actually looks good too. Ordo, Terra. Oh, this is actually a really nice one. It's got quite a few. Ow. You know what? You just die. Darn thing. All right, so we already got this thing scanned. Let's go ahead and see if we can fill up our wand a little bit more here. So I'm going to be careful because I see that Ordo is kind of low. Or Ignis is kind of low in this one too. Alright, so I'm going to just stop there for now. Our wand's almost full. Now there's one more place that I know almost for a fact that there is an ore node. If you guys remember earlier on, we had this kind of like this altar or this eldritch stone over here where we had all of those guys, but they're not here anymore. Okay. I could have swore I left some of those guys here. But anyway, there's an ore node here. And we do not have the knowledge to understand that right now, which is unfortunate. There's probably an aspect in there that we have not uncovered at this point in time. So, okay, yeah. Oh, dude, I like your hat. Your hat is awesome. I want your hat. Okay, Fred, calm down. Calm down, Fred. Ugh. All right, I'm going to head back to base, and we're going to get started doing just a little bit of research. Alright guys, back at the house, let's take a look back in our Thaumanomicon. We just did some scanning for some ore nodes. That's not the only thing we can actually scan with our Thermometer. We can scan blocks and items, also mobs with our Thermometer. Let's go ahead and see what we can start scanning. Grass blocks? Nope. To understand this, you need to study the sources of life. Can we study stone? Yep, alright, so there's 2 points of Terra Force. Dirt? Alright, we can study dirt. I know we can also do water as well, so if we scan water, there's 4 aqua. Let's see, I wonder, can we do sugar canes yet? Nope. We have to study the sources of life. What about seeds? Barley? What about spruce wood? Cobblestone. Alright, we can do cobblestone. We got a little bit of Perdito from scanning that as well. Alright, so I'm going to make my way inside. Before we do any more scanning, I know there's a little, kind of a shortcut, I'm going to call that, to start scanning more items. I'm going to go ahead and grab, let's see, do I have any slabs in here? Yep, we do. Alright, so I'm going to grab just 12 of those oak slabs. They should be able to be any slabs. I'm just going to, for this case, use the oak ones that I already have made. And I'm going to make... Let's see, let's make 3 tables. So let's put those back. You go in there. And we're also going to need, let's see, a feather. We're going to need an ink sac, which obviously you guys can tell we're doing pretty good on ink sacs because all that squid killing I had to do. And a little bit of glass. So I'm going to go ahead and craft up a good old glass bottle, combine that with an ink sac feather to get us some scribing tools. There we go. And we already have our wand. Let's head upstairs. I'm going to probably just for now set this up stairs here. I think this is a nice area, maybe against this wall here. Ooh, I like those tables. They look nice. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and click my scribing tools onto my table. That'll turn that into a research table for us. I'm also going to go ahead and put down another table. If we actually right click on this one with our wand, that'll actually turn that into an arcane work table for us, and also place our wand in the table for us, which has a pretty cool little icon of, or like, well, I don't really know what to say that, like as a render, I guess, of the wand sitting on top of the table. And I think that looks pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and jump into the research table. We're going to see all of our primal aspects. We have a few extras here, we should, from scanning those aura nodes earlier on in the episode. I know for now, if we combine Aqua and Terra, we'll get Victus. If we combine Victus and Perdito, that should give us Mortis. And if we combine Mortis and Victus, we will get Spiritus. So that'll help us out a little bit. Now there's a few more we should be able to combine. If I combine Ordo and Air, that should give us Motus. Let's see, what else? I believe Perdito and Ordo gives us Permutatio. And let's see. Was it? Trying to remember. Trying to remember all the aspects and stuff. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is, now that we have a few things already scanned, I'm going to go ahead and jump around and see if we can start scanning other things. So we discovered Herba now from the glass block because we discovered Victus, the study of life. So we should be able to scan the seeds. And I don't know if we can do wheat yet. Nope, we have to study man first before we can study wheat. So we got sugar canes, which gives us a little bit of air, aqua, and herba. Should be able to do tall grass. We should be able to now scan also wood. Well, no, not yet. We got oak leaves, but we can't scan this. Nothing can be learned from this. Are you sure? That's a little awkward. Interesting. Okay. Also scan torches. That gives us lux, which is awesome. Nice little start there. Let's see, stone stairs. Nothing can be learned from this. I hear skeleton. Where are you at? Are you downstairs? How did you get in here? Can I scan you? Unknown. Huh. I guess not. Oh, you lost your head there, buddy. I'm sorry about that. Not really. Sorry, not sorry. Alright, let's go and put all this stuff away. We can scan a few of the other things, but what I'm going to go ahead and do real quick is I'm going to get some items prepared, and we're going to go in a scanning spree and see if we can get quite a few of these aspects uncovered. So I'll be right back. And time for a scanning spree. I went ahead and filled up my inventory with quite a few of some different items, mainly from our valuables chest, and then some from our random chest over here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do first, I'm going to go and unequip the Ring of Magnetism, so that way we'll make this a little bit easier on ourselves. I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm thinking a good start would be maybe the trapdoor. We already have modus, and trapdoors are a good source of modus. So there we go. That also gave us arbor, which is like another plant version, I guess, like trees and wood and stuff. Let's see. Maybe we can go towards... Can we do iron? Not yet. We have to study crystals first. All right. Let's see if glass. Glass is a crystal. There we go. There's our Beatrice. Let's see if we can do iron now. There we go. Now we have discovered metallum. Awesome. So we got 2 things done already. Actually 3. So we'll get those. We'll put those in our sorting system real quick. Let's see. Can we do rotten flesh? All right. We need to study beasts first. All right. All right. first, I'm going to go ahead and sleep through the night. Usually the first beast that I like to scan, quote-unquote beast, is generally a chicken. And thankfully, we have some chickens close by. We also have a pig. I think he's stuck over here somewhere on this cliffside. Let's see if we can actually scan this pig. Nice, there we go. So we got a little bit of beastia and discovered that. All right, let's head over here. I know we got a lot of chickens over here somewhere. Chickens! There you are. See you, chicken. Come here. Awesome. We also now discovered Volatus. All right, so a little bit of like feather and flying and stuff. That's awesome. All right, let's head back to the safety of the house for now. Head down. Actually, you know what? Let's just stay up here next to our research table for now. All right, so we have that. Let's go ahead and scan the feather. I know that has Volatus on it as well, so we can put that away. Let's go ahead and throw down rotten flesh again and try that one more time. Oh, we got to study the mind first, huh? Okay. Well, I know mind. We can study not just sugar canes, but if we craft this into paper and some also, just real quick, to make that easier to collect. If we craft our sugarcane into paper, which we're going to need in a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and do all of it. Throw that down. We should be able to scan the paper to give us cognito. And nice. Got quite a few aspects on there that I don't remember on there. That's cool. So let's try rotten flesh one more time. Awesome. So we have discovered corpus and humanus. So we have that taken care of. Let's go ahead and put that away. So I'm just going to go ahead and start scanning through most of these items, trying to follow pretty much what it says. So there we go. We got instrumentum, which is tool. So we can put that away. Let's throw down the hopper. Awesome. We got, I believe, vacuos and machina from that, from the hopper. Throw down lapis. That should give us census. Awesome. Diamonds. Diamonds, we need to study food first. All right, let's try wheat. Cool, we discovered Famies. We should be able to do the diamond now. Lucrum. Alright, we could put that away. We could put this away. So I'm just going to pretty much just sit here and start scanning a whole bunch of these items. We should be able to start scanning everything. We got Pracantatio there. String. Should be able to do the bed now. So practically just start heading around and scanning everything you can find. Even your machines. Some of them might scan. I think a lot of the actual thermal expansion machines will work. Pretty sure Ender IO machines should work. Let's see if we can actually jump down here and scan one or two. Also, scan your enchantment table. It's really nice to scan. It's got a lot of aspects. All these things that you're scanning are actually giving you research points. So that's really nice. So there we go. Painting machine works. Ender IO. Thermal expansion. Look at all those machines. Oh, nice. Ender chests. Really good stuff on there. Sag mill. Alloy smelter. Also, you can scan your chests, each giving you aspects and stuff. Let's see, redstone clock, barrels. Barrels will give you some aspects as well. I don't think you can scan mana pylons, unfortunately. You can scan the tanks, scan your capacitor banks, your furnace generators. That doesn't work, unfortunately. Conduit facades? No? Any of you work? No? Well, you can also scan ores and stuff. So I'm gonna go on another scanning spree myself. Finish scanning all these items in my inventory, and when I'm done with that, I'll see you guys back here in just a minute to do a little bit of research. And after a nice little scanning spree, we should have ourselves a fair amount of aspects. If we go back into our research table, we should see pretty much everything we scanned, all the aspects. We should have points for those aspects that we scanned. And looks like I did a pretty good job. I scanned everything just kind of in my inventory, like the ender pouch. If you hold shift on an item, if you scanned it, it'll show you what aspects are in that item. I even was able to scan my advanced diamond drill and also my chainsaw, which really didn't have too much in it, but you know, it's still worth scanning. Scan your clock, scan your golden bag of holding. I don't have another thermometer or thermometer to scan just yet. And let's actually, hold on, did I scan toast? Okay, you can't scan toast. Alright, and you should be able to scan the research table and arcane work table. There we go. See, I wonder if there's anything else outside. Now, I know we can scan ourselves great wood, and let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let's see. Scan a little bit of great wood. There we go. Got a little bit of magic on there. I'm going to go ahead and grab half a stack of great wood. I'm going to grab some planks. I'm just going to do a little bit of crafting in just a minute. And I'm just going to grab a few things I know I'm going to need in just a second. So, let's see. Let's do that. A little bit of iron. What else do I want? Let's grab some coal. And let's see. Those are tinkers. Do these actually work? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Okay, that's cool. Learned something new from that. So I'm going to grab some torches as well. Let me actually grab just some regular ones. So there we go. I'll make some of those for later. Let's grab half a stack of coal. This should be good enough for now. All right, let's make our way back up to our research table real fast. And let's go ahead and take a look at doing a little bit of research. So we got our scribing tools. We can actually pull those in and out of our research table. I'm going to leave that set in there and craft me a separate set for just using with our Thaumic. So make sure you have some paper, your scribing tools, and let's jump into our Thaumic. All right, so to do a little bit of research, I'm actually going to jump into, let's see, we got Thaumaturgy. Let's go into alchemy. I really would like to jump in to do a little bit of the magical metallurgy. Also wouldn't mind doing a little bit of research in Nitor. So I'm actually going to grab those two for now. And they're pretty easy as far as research is concerned. So if we take our research notes that we just got from our Thaumic, let's do Nitor. Let's pop this in here. So this should be pretty easy. Right now, we can't really tell like what makes up these aspects in here like Lux, but I know that Lux is made up of air and Ignis. So if I combine those two together in our research table, we'll see that we'll get another aspect of Lux. So there we go. So I know that's pretty much what makes up Lux. So if I do this, do I want to do that? Maybe I should start with fire. So you guys notice that I grabbed an aspect, I left clicked and held it, dragged it over, and I placed it right here. So if we do that, let's see, you should put Lux back there. No, I'm trying to do this as simple as possible. I'm actually kind of wasting aspects right now because they're not giving them back to me. But let's see, let's put air there. That rhymes. And we'll do another Lux. And we'll combine, let's see, let's put fire there. Now we need to combine fire and fire. We could put another Lux there. That wouldn't be a problem. Let's just do that just for the sake of simplicity. And once we finish, we'll have our discovery now. So if we pull this guy out and right click on it, research completed, Nitor. So now we should go back into our Thaumic. This isn't flashing anymore, so if we click on it, we can actually read more about Nitor and how to actually get this. So it says the flame itself is to be fueled by magic itself. The number of uses for an ever-burning flame seems endless, but unfortunately, it seems to produce much more light than heat. So it's a nice light source, and it looks really, really nice. We're actually going to go ahead and work towards crafting that here in just a second. So to do that, we actually need ourselves a crucible, and that's right here, basic alchemy. So if we look through this, it's going to tell us we need to use our wand and right click on a cauldron. So let's craft ourselves quickly a cauldron. Let's see, let's throw this guy down here, right click on it with our wand. Nice, looks good. All right, so we really need to apply this guy with some fire, some heat, like a lava source of some sort. So let's actually jump downstairs real quick where there's not that much wood. And let's grab a little bit of netherrack. I know I got a flint and steel around here somewhere. Is that in my bag? No. All right, right, where are you? All right, I want to show you guys how to use a search function here. So if you type in Flint, obviously anything with the name Flint in it's going to pop up. But if you double click on this down here at the bottom, it'll turn yellow. And it'll only show items that you have, like entered, with at least those, or this name or whatever you type in down here. So if I look through here, I can see highlighted now, Flint in there. Where is that at? I know I got some flint and steel somewhere. I know someone's probably seeing it and going, it's right there. Oh, there it is. Right there in my nether chest. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and set this up real quick. So I'm going to dig down just 2 blocks. I'm going to fix this later, but just for now, we're going to set this up. Place a piece of stone there. I'm going to go ahead and light the fire. Place the crucible down on top. And we can get rid of that. That's just needed to place the crucible. All right, and I should have a bucket of water already. We'll fill that up, the crucible. Now we're just going to wait until it starts bubbling. So if we actually look into our Thaumanomicon on how to make Nitor. So it says we need 3 Potentia, we need 3 Ignis, and 3 Lux. We also need to, once we get all that in there, throw a piece of glowstone dust in there, and that'll give us some Nitor. So, alright, that doesn't seem too bad. I know that from scanning coal, we got 2 Potentia and 2 Ignis on coal. So I'm going to do 3 of those. I already got the 2 glowstone, obviously, and I know that regular Minecraft torches have 1 Lux on them. So I'm going to grab 3 pieces of coal. I'm going to grab 6 torches, and we're going to toss all of that into the crucible. Now, we need 3 Ignis and 3 Potentia. Now, each piece of coal only has 2 on each, so we're going to go up to the next multiple, which is 6. So we're going to put 6 Potentia, 6 Ignis, and 6 Lux in there. And with that, we'll throw the 2 glowstone dust in at the same time, if I can actually throw it in the cauldron. There we go. And then we'll throw the 2 glowstone dust in at the same time. That'll give us 2 Nitor. Perfect. So now, I'm just going to go ahead and break this. I'm going to get rid of that. I'll leave that netherrack there. I don't really need that there. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit more research here in just a minute. But we're going to go ahead and just, for now, pick that up. That doesn't look very good. I'm going to have to fix that. So I'm going to just place that Nitor right down. It's a nice light source, and it was going to provide us a little bit of heat for our crucible. So once we get some more water in there, it should start boiling up again, just like it did with the netherrack. So let's grab some water. Pop that right back in there. Now we're going to do a little bit of research with Thaumium, or in this case, magical metallurgy. So I know that Pracantatio is made up of Ordo and Potentia. Wait, no, not Ordo and Potentia. I'm sorry. It'd be Potentia and Vacuos. That gives us Pracantatio. So to combine those 2 together, Vacuos has got air and Perdito in it. And Metallum, I believe, is, I want to say Terra and Beatrice. I know Beatrice goes to Ordo, which we can just take Potentia, because Potentia is made up of Ordo, and that will give us our discovery, magical metallurgy. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little tip to make this a little bit easier on everything and myself. I'm going to jump over to basic information and do a little bit of the research expertise. Research expertise is very, very helpful, and it should allow us to basically see what our aspects are made up of on the left when we hover over them. So I'm going to do this research real quick. I know that Cognito, just myself, is also made up of Ignis. I know that Census is made up of air. And I know this is made up of Lux. Ordo, let's put air again right there. That rhymes. And we'll combine Ordo and Air with Modus, and that'll give us our discovery. So yeah, discoveries and researching is not too bad. We just have to connect up all the aspects together. That's the basic premise of doing our research. So there we go. We have ourselves our discovery, research expertise. Now we should be able to see what our aspects are made up of on our research table, which is really nice. Obviously our primals are, our base aspects, and those make up all of the other aspects. So there we go. Nice. So we got our Thaumium. Let's take a look on how to make that just real fast. So let's click on Magical Metallurgy. So in our Crucible, we need 4 Pracantatio, and for every 4 Pracantatio, we need 1 iron ingot. That's not too bad. So I know Greatwood has 1 Pracantatio on it. I'm going to use that. So we need 4 for 1 iron ingot. 16 divided by 4 is, well, 4, isn't it? Yeah. 4 times 4, 16. So we're going to put 4 of those in there. 16 Greatwood. 4 iron will give us our 4 Thaumium. Awesome. We also got a little bit of excess left in our Crucible. We can't really see that at the moment. But if we don't take care of that, it might start spewing out some like taint and stuff like that. So I'm just going to leave that as is for now. I got a little bit of Thaumium. And I think it's time to go ahead and start working in a little bit more of Tinker's Construct. So I'm going to do that real quick. I kind of want to rework my Fred Slayer here just a little bit. A lot of you guys have been giving me some awesome feedback on that. But I really want to work towards making myself a nice sword. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start melting down some metals, getting a few stencils ready. And when I'm done with that, we'll be right back. Alright guys, put together a few things. I went ahead and made a little bit of molten manulin. Obviously I need a little bit more aluminum brass for this cast here. I made a large blade cast, and I'm going to go with making the cleaver. So with this, I'm going to need a large blade cast. We're going to need a plate and 2 tough rods. So let's see, where are my tough rod pattern? There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and make the tough rods, or at least one of them, out of Thaumium. You guys are also know I made a little bit more Thaumium just in case I changed my mind, and I will probably be using that at some point here very, very soon. I might use that even next episode. So I got the large blade cast, the manulin. We need 8 materials worth, so that's going to be 8 ingots worth of molten manulin. Let's go ahead and get that pouring real fast. And we're going to need also 2 of the tough rod patterns. So I'm going to actually make another one of them out of manulin. So we got the last 3 ingots worth of manulin going in there. Put that back in there. So there we go. Tool handle modifier of 2.5. Nice. Manulin also has a very, very high, well, it's got a decent durability. It's very high. I think it's probably one of the highest, actually, if I remember correctly. It's also the most damaging, so it's got attack, it says 2 hearts. So that's really nice. I think that's a lot better compared to like cobalt and or ardite. So let's see. Lastly, we're going to need a plate. So to make ourselves a plate, I'm going to use paper. The reason I'm going to use paper is because this gives us another modifier. So paper gives us another modifier, as well as Thaumic. So Thaumic will give us another modifier as well. So I'm going to need just a little bit more paper, and I believe that's in here. So for the actual plate pattern, we're going to have to make the paper stacks. Regular old paper just won't cut it. So let's jump into our part builder real quick. Grab our large plate pattern and make a large paper plate. That's always funny. I love saying that. All right, there we go. So now we just need to make ourselves our cleaver. So let's just place our tough rods in there, our blade, and there is our cleaver. So let's see. That's going to give us 5 modifiers, over 6,500 durability, and 5.5 hearts of attack damage. So now it's just coming up with a decent name for this. Alright guys, and playing with some words, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Fearsome Guillotine. I think that sounds like a pretty awesome name for a cleaver, especially something that beheads your enemies. So there we go. Hold shift for stats. Oops, there we go. That hit the wrong button. Attack of 6 hearts, 20% chance of beheading. Alright, so I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to retire the chainsaw for a bit. Perfectly enough, it's nighttime out. Let's go see if we can test this out just a little bit. Ooh, there we go. Uh-oh. Calm down. There we go. Stop shooting me with your stupid bow. Well, his head did fall off, but not the way it was supposed to. It's actually supposed to drop their actual heads. So like that, skeleton skull. There we go. So it has a good chance of dropping things like the skeleton skull. Let's see. It also gives us mining fatigue 3, which isn't horrible. It's not like it's a super slow swinging speed, but it also does do a lot of damage. So I think next episode we'll do a little bit more work on improving our guillotine and maybe even upgrading our Fret Slayer to some different materials as well. And before I finish off for today, I'd like to add a quick modifier of looting to my new cleaver. So I'm gonna grab 50 blocks of lapis, and thanks to our little venture into Thaumcraft today, we have an extra modifier because of thaumium on our guillotine. So I'm gonna add these 50 blocks of lapis real fast, which will give us our looting, which is luck, basically. So 450 is 50 blocks of lapis. So let me do this real quick, and here we go. Last few, there we are. So we have 450 lapis on our Fearsome Guillotine, which will give us looting 3. Awesome. So we still have 4 modifiers left, plus we have a few ways to add a couple more modifiers, and I'll probably get into that a little bit more next episode, as well as hopefully maybe upgrading the Fret Slayer a little bit. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. We got looting on our cleaver, the Fearsome Guillotine, so hopefully those Endermen will drop us a few more Ender Pearls with some looting. But thank you guys again for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd really appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.